Hi, Sagittarius. This is your monthly reading for the month of June for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and this is not going to resonate for every single Sagittarius out there. All right, you guys, let's get started. What is happening for my Sagittariuses? Okay, so we have the Five of Coins, the Devil, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Coins, the Sun card, the Seven of Cups, the Six of Staffs, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Heavenly Master, which is the Hierophant. All right, Sag. Man, I feel like the rug got ripped out from under you. If there's this type of energy where it feels as though you got misled, somebody painted a pretty picture for you. I'm getting this feeling that it was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many analogies, you guys, like caught in a deer in headlights, a wolf in sheep's clothing, so many things. I feel like this was it was like you got strung along. This person made you feel like you opened up to them, perhaps emotionally. You were there with them. Maybe you even lived with them. Maybe you had just like you literally could have lived with them. You could have had an entire life with this individual. This person painted or they just painted this image of, well, in the future and this and that, and they acted like they were going to do so much. And you just got so caught up in it. It's like you got caught up in this fantasy. You thought that everything was going to be great. You know, you thought there was, like, you've made that decision. Like, yeah, this is going to be wonderful. This is going to work out great. This is happy. This is great. This is just, like, it was just, this person really felt, like they really made you believe that there was a commitment, that this was what was happening, but in them, it really wasn't. This person pulled the rug out from under you and was like, just kidding. It's like you felt devastated, Sag. Somebody toyed with you. Somebody gave you these false belief about this connection, but they weren't really planning on committing. Or if they had their own agenda and you thought it was stable. They appeared stable. But really, all they were just giving you a bunch of burdens. There were things that you were not seeing clearly. It's like they were a smooth talker. They weren't actually giving to you equally. And once this connection started to make more sense to you, where this person was actually showing their true colors, that's when you were like, things were flying at you and you were trying to dodge it. And you're like, whoa, who is this person I'm dealing with? And then it ended. And then you're left here like trying to heal this pain, trying to move forward, trying to get unstuck because, you know, you're trying to heal. You're really trying to heal. You're trying to work this out. But a part of you feels like there's no point in It's like you're trying to heal this, but there's still a little bit, it's like a little bit of a sore spot. This person really toyed with you. Oh, Sag, I'm sorry. My gosh. Because it's like you were so confident in some way about this, or you really thought one way, but it really wasn't what it was. They really painted an image that it was something than what it really was. And I'm even getting that the way that it could have even ended, or the way that they treated you, it just became kind of toxic. So let's get some clarifiers here. I don't like this energy because I feel like this person, I don't know. It just felt like they came off so confident, or so like they reassured you. They toyed with your emotions. Yeah, you felt stuck with this person. It's like you cared about them, and it's like you wanted to work this out with them. But I just get this feeling that they were just really toxic, that they just really put themselves first. And it's almost as though they were taking advantage of this entire connection. And when you really look back at it, it was almost like you realized all of the red flags. And I feel like some of you guys might be beating yourself up over that. Because again, it was just like, wow, how could I have been so blind? Yeah, it's like you felt like you were blinded by love. You were blinded by this person's words. This person really wasn't giving to you properly, but you felt, it was so weird. It's almost like they just really gave you this impression that almost like that they were really going to follow through on their promises. But it's like the way that they did it, it was kind of like they did it kind of quickly, like, oh yeah, like they were talking about their future a lot. They made it like this person seemed like they had a lot of potential. And that's what I'm getting, potential. This individual made it seem like they were going to go places, and they maybe acted like you were going to come along, and they painted this picture for you, and, you know, they would listen to you talk, and they say, oh, well, what is it that you're looking for in a girlfriend or boyfriend or a husband or a wife or whatever? And it's like maybe you told them, and then they would pretend that they were that way, you know? And it really messed with you. See, yeah, again, right on that 5 of coins with that 5 of diamonds, you felt abandoned, you guys. You waited. You were waiting. And it was such a burden because you thought that you were actually going to have this amazing event. And it's almost like this person could have even ghosted you for some of you. Some of you, this person could have just played you and then ghosted you. And now you're like, what just happened? Yeah, it's like you felt like you're missing out. Like maybe you didn't see it. It's like you're waiting for this to come back. It's almost like for some of you, it was almost unbearable. It was almost too hard for you to even like in your mind, you thought to yourself, wow, I needed this to be balanced. And it's almost like you feel like you still trust them. Like, yeah, they're gonna work it out. They said that they would. But then after a while, it's like your heart started to break when you realized that what you envisioned it's actually like they're not going to go through with it. But at the same time, a part of you was like, no, they will put in that work. Like you had doubts, but then you would reassure yourself, no, they will. Like that optimistic side. But then once they showed you they weren't putting in that physical action with the decisions that they've made, you kept saying to yourself, no, they're going to make it happen. They're going to make it work. And that's what I keep feeling. Wow, it's like after that, after you realized, you think to yourself, okay, I'm going to have this victory, but then it didn't come through. Then you felt heartbroken. And then you wanted explanation and answers, Sag. And then it's like you realize this really isn't going to go anywhere. And then you felt like, well, I put in so much effort. I believed you, like I did all of these things. And then you realized, that this person, you thought maybe they were just being a little indecisive or going back and forth. But it's like now you're realizing, okay, well, now I feel like I'm all alone again. I'm back to myself. And that's when you realized, wow, this person was just lying to me the whole time. And that's what was keeping me stuck because I believed their lies. So it's like painful. It is so painful. You really did not see this coming. It was like you were blindsided. It was like a slap to the face. Like, I don't know why. I just keep feeling like all of these analogies keep coming in my mind. A lot of you guys, you felt devastated. You felt betrayed. This was something that was like, you never would have thought that this person was capable or was doing that. It's like you felt like you were played, like this person played you like a fiddle. You just felt, wow, like shocked. This was like shocking because I felt like this person was so smooth. This person almost, and it's weird, it almost felt like a mirage. Like they looked like they were actually taking the physical steps almost. Like maybe they were more talk than show, but they would say things like, oh yeah, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And so in your mind, you're like, oh, they're actually doing that for us? Oh my gosh, they're doing this and that. And then it was like, meanwhile, maybe they were doing it, but they had the intention of doing it for someone else or for themselves. Like they weren't actually even doing it perhaps. It was just like this person really put it out there that it was going to be one way, but really in reality it's not. It's crazy. It was like you realize like what just happened. It was such a shock. It was like, whoa. And I feel like this person again either ghosted you or they pulled back so quickly, or it was like so abruptly where they were just like, yeah, I think we should be done. I think we should break up, or I think we should get a divorce. It was just like that. It was just instant. Yeah, I think we're going to fire you. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. It's like they could have led to you. Like for some of you, this could have even been a career where they kept dangling this promotion in front of you and then, yep, you're fired, or yep, you're not getting it. This person's getting it. It's something like that. Or it could have just been like, it's like this person baited you with what you wanted. They listened to what you wanted and then they portrayed it. They pretend to be it. They intend to body it. And then they just like pulled the rug from under you and was like, yep, thanks for everything you've given me. I'm out. And that's it. It was like, or they just didn't say anything at all. They just ghosted. And you were like, what? Like the shock. It was just like, boom. And you realize, wow, this was all just a lie. But maybe you fought them on it. Maybe you tried to contact them. They could have even blocked you. It was like some things that they have said or something that they have done. It was like their actions. It was like you saw through at the end what has occurred. And you came to that realization, whoa, this person's horrible. Or wow, this person really wasn't who I thought they were. And it just blew your mind, Sag. And that's what I'm getting. And I feel like for some of you guys, this could even been what's happening in the month of June, or you are going through it in the past. And it's just now it's like you're having to just work through and heal that. There's something here. But whatever this is in your life, Sag, this is coming up for a reason, because it needs to be healed. It needs to be worked through. And it was just like, I can't believe this person. I can't believe that they did that to me. I can't believe that they were capable of that. And it's like you're discovering new sides to people and new sides to yourself even. Your perception of this situation is completely shifted and changed. And it's like you just got caught off guard. So we have completion. Yeah, this completed this cycle for you. And again, it was just this, what? But really, it's going to bring you abundance in the long run, because now it's like you're going to learn these lessons, Sag. I have no doubt that you're not going to learn the lessons that this has brung in your life. But I feel like it's also teaching you, sometimes we can't just believe that what people are going to do. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, because of this, it's going to bring you into this realization of what you're creating in your reality, what you're creating in your life. We also have perception. See, I was saying your perception has shifted and changed the way you see things now. For some of you guys, that's what brought you even into mysticism, where it took you to your journey to walking in, learning about spirituality, wanting to understand spirituality. So I feel like for some of you guys, this really has changed who you are as a person in a lot of ways, because this could have snapped you out of a similar like naivety. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Virgo that had that, but it was like, having that naiveness to you, but, learning that maybe you had impatience with this person. Maybe you had impatience with the situation because maybe you felt like this wasn't moving fast enough, or this person was dragging their feet. But you also didn't have patience for yourself. When I feel like after this happened, you could have started beating yourself up instead of giving yourself that love and that attention and that kindness that you deserve. So this puts you on your quest. Like I said, I feel like discovering yourself. This person tricking you, this person playing games with you, and then feeling that rejection. Because I feel like a lot of my Sagittarius, you felt rejected from this person in this situation. All of that confusion, everything that you experienced, you knew deep down inside that maybe this person was just all talk, but no show. But at the same time, this person was like, could have been a soulmate or somebody that you deemed important. Because again, they put you on this spiritual path, but they also blocked you from really being happy, from really going after what it is that you want. So you need to work through that rejection wound that I feel like that this person opened up in you. Because I think you guys already felt maybe perhaps rejected by a father figure or a mother or somebody in your life, where somebody rejected you when you were a child, and that was hard for you to cope. And so you had this gaping wound, and it's like this person came around and they played you, and then they rejected you, and it made you feel the same way you did as a child. And maybe perhaps some of you didn't even make that conscious connection yet, that maybe that, because it's like sometimes when somebody rejects us, we want to just blame them and focus, it's them, or they did this to me and that hurt me. And instead we need to stop and be like, well, okay, yes, what they did was wrong, and it's not an excuse for them. But at the same time, in my past, I had that core wound, and all they did to me was make me feel the way that I already had felt inside of myself. So once you come to that acknowledgement and you're realizing, like, I can let this go, I can move forward, that's when you're able to actually and truly understand your worth and who you are. And that's when you're going to be able to heal from this wound. Because I feel like you're dealing with somebody who, they played on your core wound, and they abandoned you, and they left you, and they made you feel rejected and hurt. And that's what sets you off on your healing journey. And it's like you need to see and acknowledge that, even though what has happened in the past was painful, and it hurts me probably still to that day, it made me a better person. It made me realize what I deserve. It's making me take better care of myself. It's putting me to want to heal and want to have better relationships and do better. And I feel like a lot of you guys, that's what you're doing. And I just feel like some of you guys, you need to hear that somebody, like, I'm proud of you. I don't think very many people would probably say that to you guys. I feel like Sagittarius is, oftentimes people might not even realize how hurt you guys can get, because Sagittariuses are known to constantly look ahead, moving forward, looking at the bigger picture. And so a lot of you guys, you don't like to necessarily dwell on things that has hurt you. You like to try and move forward and keep trudging along, keep going forward and moving and knowing that like everything's going to work out. But at the same time, sometimes when you get really hurt, you still try to move forward, but that hurt is what's keeping you stuck. And everybody sees you moving forward, but internally you're suffering. And not oftentimes do people notice that or see that. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you need to just acknowledge that inside of yourself and know that, yes, I feel hurt. Yes, I felt rejected. Yes, there's some core wounds inside of me, but I still deserve love. I still deserve to be treated with respect. And I'm going to start doing that for myself. I'm going to love and respect myself every day. And I'm not going to tolerate people anymore that are going to treat me that way. You deserve to be with somebody who's going to keep their word. You deserve somebody who's going to show you their actions, somebody who's going to love and care for you and not put you second, third, last, or anywhere else on the bottom of that priority list. You deserve to be in the top of that list. You deserve to be cared. You deserve to be seen. And I feel like a lot of you guys, maybe you feel like your emotions or your feelings don't matter. So maybe you just allow people to walk all over you, but you do matter and you do deserve to be treated with love and respect. Don't forget that you are just as equal as everyone else, and everyone should treat you the same as everyone should. Honestly, everyone should treat each other the same, but unfortunately the world is not fair. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you felt like this definitely was unfair, that this really was unjust. And I'm telling you that even though this happened to you, in a way, this has helped you improve. This has helped you want to grow and heal. And I feel like a lot of you guys are on the right path. You just need to understand that people are going to reject you. People are going to abandon you at times. But as long as you're there for yourself, as long as you can love yourself, then that's all that really matters, because we can't control what others do, but we can control ourselves. And I feel like that's what you guys are going to be experiencing or healing and working through in the month of June. So I wish my Sagittarius is the best of luck, but believe me when I say you guys are going to be creating amazing things, be doing a lot more for yourself the more you can learn to heal this rejection. And once you allow yourself to heal this rejection, then you guys are going to be flourishing a lot more than you are now, and you're going to be discovering more about yourselves. So be patient, be kind to yourselves. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great and wonderful day, Sag. Bye.